I'm Carol Roth, and today we're exploring whether a U.S. debt downgrade opens the digital dollar door. In a recent Goldline video, I shared how President Biden, with his agenda to expand spending in the U.S. debt, had learned nothing from the 2011 historic U.S. debt downgrade, which happened when he was vice president. Then, several months after I made that connection and drew attention to that historical rhyme, ratings agency Fitch turned the rhyme into a reality. The U.S. received its second debt downgrade, although much later than warranted. With this, a number of concerns have reemerged and have heightened. Deteriorating debt ratings don't help when a substantial portion of the world is trying to remove the U.S. dollar's dominant standing. And with the fiscal options becoming narrower on the back of higher debt loads, as well as the changes to the new financial world order, concerns about a U.S. Central Bank Digital Currency, a CBDC or digital dollar, have reemerged. As physical gold and silver are seen as strong, realistic hedges against the implementation of the digital dollar, I will share more at the end of the video about contacting Goldline to discuss this. Now, as a reminder, a CBDC is a fully centralized currency in digital format that gives complete transparency and control to the central bank and government that issue it. A video making the rounds on social media highlights some of these concerns. It features Cornell professor Eswar Prasad speaking at a World Economic Forum event. He highlights that one of the perceived benefits of digital currency is its programmability. The benefit to one entity, in this case the government or a central bank, would be a handicap to you and other Americans. Prasad says in the clip, quote, "Units of central bank currency with expiry dates, continuing, you could have, continuing, a potentially better, as some people might see it, or a darker world, where the government decides that units of central bank money can be used to purchase some things, but not other things that it deems less desirable, like, say, ammunition, or drugs or pornography or something of the sort. And that is very powerful in terms of the use of a CBDC. Now, I'm on the side that believes that the CBDC's programmability and the power and control that come with it seems like a much darker world. Money incentivizes behavior. This is why so many governments, including the U.S. government, want a CBDC. It's also what makes them so concerning. A CBDC converges the new financial world order with social credit, backed by a tangible way to enforce it. Digital dollars could impact just about everything you do, and certainly everything you own. Giving that level of control to the Fed and government would allow them to directly shape policy. Now, if that outcome isn't enough to have you considering a hedge against CBDCs, consider that a 2020 IMF paper mused, quote, "Historical precedents of sudden changes suggest that new developments, such as the emergence of digital currencies and new payments ecosystems, could accelerate the transition to a new landscape of reserve currencies." Things are evolving rapidly with both CBDCs and changes in the global financial order. The signposts are increasingly pointing to outcomes that would be worse, not better, for your wealth and your freedoms. Now, I'm viewing gold and silver as hedges against the digital dollar CBDC. When the government and Federal Reserve have complete control over your dollars, you need more of your wealth in a form factor you can control. From their worldwide use and acceptance to their long social contract, having some of your wealth in physical metals is worth evaluating. If you are considering the CBDC worst-case scenario and are starting to build a plan for an alternative medium of exchange now, don't forget you're going to want some of your metals in smaller denominations, like fractional coins and rounds, to be able to have a range of values available for any barter situations. Now, if you haven't had an opportunity to put in place an anti-CBDC hedge in your portfolio, or maybe you haven't hedged enough, call my friends at Goldline today to help you. In fact, if you call Goldline at 800-319-9533 or visit goldline.com, they have a special offer. With every monster box of silver American Eagle coins you purchase, you will receive a tube of silver Betsy Ross Freedom rounds, which were designed by me exclusively for Goldline, for free. That's 800-319-9533 or goldline.com. The Fed and U.S. government continue to inch their way towards that CBDC door. Once they open it, there may be no turning back, or maybe there's just a period of financial chaos. With what could be at risk, it makes sense for you to work on your preparation plan today. I'm Carol Roth for Goldline. I'll see you next time. The views and opinions expressed in this video are those of Carol Roth and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of Goldline or its parent company or affiliates. These views and opinions may have been previously disseminated in other media.